I told Jet that I wasn't feeling up to practice after we played a few more one-sided games. She seemed annoyed but agreed with my suggestion to take a short break. She's probably just realised she's wasted a day of her life practicing with someone who isn't very good. Back in secondary school, I used to spend most of my time at the library when class was over. To be honest, this is probably the most time I've willingly spent outside my room since then. Wow, that is a whole day, you say. God, you must be popular. I'm not type to read. I'm not the type to read for fun or study diligently. But it was nice to have a place to go and be on my own. I've missed those afternoons since I graduated. The Golden Zone Fire is as good as a replacement hangout as I could hope for. It's clean and comfortable and has pretty much everything that I'd need to stay 24/7. You'd get fat off the amount of energy drinks you drink. You realise this. Also, you'd run out of money because the computers are probably quite expensive. That is an exaggeration. Some of the patrons here look practically glued to their chairs. With a milk tea from one of the vending machines in hand, I return to my seat across from Jet. She isn't wearing the same scowl from earlier, but I can tell she'd rather be practicing. What are you drinking? She snatches up the can from across from her and takes a long sip. Coffee. What kind of coffee? Coffee is coffee. I don't drink sugary junk. Sugary junk? Like white tea. Wow. And for the record, it's obnoxious to challenge someone that you don't know to a match. That is kind of fair. I can understand that. We were being dicks. Is it really such a big a deal? All I wanted was a practice game. Do you know those types that stream snipe and start shit on message boards so people pay attention to them? Yep. There are enough of those glands knocking around. All too well, unfortunately. That's you, except you did it in real life. Bolt's a real tool though, isn't he? What kind of prick. Jed cuts herself off with a hiss even, and grits her teeth. How'd you know him? His name is Bolt? Yeah, he plays a Shock T1. Okay, that's a team. Shock, huh? Bolt must be a new recruit. I haven't paid that much attention to them, or any other Brood War team, since StarCraft 2 came out, but he wasn't on their roster a year ago. Right, but how do you know him? Jack clicks her tongue and breaks her gaze away from me. I silently appreciate the reprieve from her death glare. If you must know, he and I went to the same middle school, and I was in the class above him. Oh wow, deep friends since birth, clearly. Oh okay, I was thinking he might have knocked you out of a tournament or something. No, I've never played him in a Star League. You don't need to overanalyze everything. Silence falls between us while Jet nurses what remains of her drink. I can't tell if she's really into her coffee or she's just trying to find herself. Bleh, what is wrong with my mouth? I don't know what went wrong there. I tried to breathe in, to find something to occupy her lips other than our conversation. There's a sex joke in there somewhere. I doubt Jet spends much time at PC Bangs, given that she's got a team house to practice from. I should consider myself lucky that she'd make time to come out here at all. You only just realised that. Oh my god, you're such a dick. Wow. You know it makes zero sense for you to focus on qualifying for VSL, right? I blink at myself from my thoughts to meet Jet's intense stare. What do you mean? What's the point of us meeting after practice then? No, I'm not saying... Listen. I want to round up some players. For what? For VSTL? Team League? But you're already on a team. Yeah. Yeah? Not for long? She wavers, considering whether to tell me, or not tell me, what I've already figured out. You're leaving VIP. Jet's eyes jump to mine, brows raised in surprise and then furrowed in annoyance. She's been on VIP for almost a year and is by far the team's best player. Management barely pies up and nobody is motivated. They're worse than bad, they're complacent. I want a fresh start. I'm not guilting you, it just isn't something I expected to hear. Do you have a team house picked out? No, not yet. What about a coach? No. Well, do you have any players in mind? Look, it's a work in progress, okay? I edge away from her glare and raise my hands defensively. Alright, sorry, it's not my business. For a while, silence. Jet does her best to avoid eye contact, but I can tell she's thinking hard about something. Just as I'm about to rise to replace my milk tea with another, she speaks. You know about all those new foreign teams popping up recently, right? Yeah, what about them? Isn't it strange? They're worse than almost every Korean squad, yet most of them have more sponsors. Yes, it's because foreign people watch them. I mean, daft. It's hard to pick a team to support other than the best one once you have no reason to support any of them. So I mean, let's face it, people do just jump, oh my god, he's from the same country as I am, wow! We're two peas in a pod, aren't we? Are 1 out of 80 odd million. Whatever. That's why. Well, there are a lot of esports fans outside of Korea these days. People want to support their hometown heroes. Yes, exactly. But yeah, once you have no reason to sort of like and dislike and you're just for the sake of it, watching it without any prior knowledge of any of the players playing at all, you just pick the people who are winning. Because of course you do. I don't think it's that simple. Where would the money come from if not the fans? Idiots. What? Idiots. Idiots that call themselves investors. Idiots that throw away money keeping mediocre players afloat because it makes them feel good inside for whatever reason. Well, she and Boulder agree on one thing at least. Okay, are you going to find some idiots to sponsor you? No. Well, she takes a long moment to reconsider her answer. No, it wouldn't work out in the end. What I'm getting at is that too much of our scene ignores the foreign fan base. It's a huge mistake. Well, there's a time zone difference and a language barrier. Also, I don't know if you know this, but lots of foreign fans don't find Korean players entertaining. Yeah. I'm trying to think of one person, like, there's like one person I can think of off the top of my head who shit talks, although I haven't been in the scene for like 6 months, so I might have missed something. And like 1 or 2 people who do some exciting things in game once they've already won and clearly know they've won. Might have a point. What? How dare you? That's ridiculous. I'm just relaying common knowledge. Don't hold me accountable for the opinions of Silver Leaguers. Hey! Yeah, right, that's true. I am a Silver Leaguer. I genuinely am. Most Western fan support... I got gold in 2v2, so that's fine. Most Western fan support goes to the people who entertain well. Streamers, casters, those kind of people. The most famous players in your scene aren't the best. That's appalling. Hey, Brood War got popular on the backs of the boys that look good on camera. That's practically the same thing. If PC Bang was the ship, then the fangirls pulled the oars. Not the same thing. They were pretty and skilled, not one or the other. And show some damn respect. Those boys are the only reason that you and I are able to have this conversation. The sharp response and equally sharp glare suggests that I shouldn't argue the point. Jet knows better than I do anyway. We're getting off topic. There are tons of potential fans that most Korean teams ignore simply because they're too hard to connect with. Yeah, I agree. It's a very long way of saying please join my team, isn't it? She lifts an eyebrow and stares at me for just a bit too long before glancing away. If I wasn't sure before, I am now. Go on. Go on what? I know what you're thinking. No, you don't. Yes, I do. What am I thinking then? You want me to join a new team you're starting so that I can help you with the foreign fan base. Also, you invited me here to try out under the guise of practice. Jet slumps back in her seat defeated. I fight a losing battle against the urge to laugh. No, what you should do is you should fist pump. Don't look so smug. Ugh, I hate dealing with team management. You could hire a manager. Before we have any players? Maybe I should just keep my head down and practice. No, don't do that. It's a good idea. You're only saying that because I gave you an offer. Partially. But if you go through with this, I'll do whatever I can to help. How are you the one convincing me to go after my own idea? Damn it! She chews on her lip, likely considering the harrowing risk of leaving her team. I can't make any commitments until we have at least some other players. It'd be stupid for me to move out of VIP house without everything lined up. This is something I've been thinking about for a while, even if I don't have every detail hashed out yet. I want to keep overhead low and practice time high. Lean and mean. She aims a finger at me, her dull nails a hair's breadth before my nose. If you're going to be a part of this, you're going to pull your weight. You can start by searching for our players, unless you'd rather find me a coach and sponsor. I cringe backwards and raise my hands. No, I'll leave that to you. Good. It'll work out better this way. The minimum number of players for Team League is 4, so you need to find at least 2. Yeah, because she's going to be playing with us. But we're so bad. Why would she do this? We lost quite convincingly because of a very rookie mistake. Like, imagine being 2-0 down in soccer. I call it that for the Americans. 2-0 down in soccer, and then just being like, oh, fuck it. Defenders, everyone, just go forward and try and score. Just have all 10 men up front. That would be ridiculous. That's what we did. I can't think of an analogy for Americans, so do what you can. So you need to find at least 2. You know, this isn't exactly how I envisioned that I'd join a StarCraft team. Walk away if you like, you have a long way to go if you want to be anything other than a translator mascot anyway. I'll admit though, Excel was right, I see glimpses of high-level stuff in your play. But as of right now, you kind of suck, even by foreigner standards, offence intended. You seriously need to start busting your ass. Coming to career is pointless if you're still practicing Western hours. Well, nobody ever claimed that Jet wasn't honest. I'm going to work you and everyone else like dogs. If this team comes together, I won't be happy with anything less than first place in VSDL. Oh god, you're going to be disappointed. Oh, this is going to be painful for you. You want us to win. There's no hope. Well, I appreciate the chance. I offer a smile that she's quick to match. If we're going ahead with this, I've got a lot of stuff to do. The deadline to register for Team League is in 2 weeks, so we can't afford to waste time. Get moving on your search. Alright, good luck. I'll catch you online. Yeah, later. When she's gone, I fall back into my chair and take a deep breath. Jet just asked me to join her team. I pinch my forearm and judge the sensation that follows. With that, my disbelief dissolves into contemplation. How the hell am I going to find 2 worthwhile, unsigned players? Yeah, that was what I was thinking as well. To be fair, that scene took 11 minutes. That was probably 6 minutes too long, longer than it ever needed to. A mixture of guilt and pride led me to spend the rest of the day at Golden Zone Fire. Between ladder games and a break for dinner, I scoped out the cafe's best StarCraft players. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like any of Golden Zone Fire's regular patrons are much to write home about. They were good players there for all-out attack, sure, but today... Oh, most of the cafe's patron was playing Brood War. Ugh, disgusting. And of the ones that were actually laddering in StarCraft 2, there was only a single guy in Master League. I have to extend my search outside of a PC bang. I guess it'd have been a little too convenient to find a VSL caliber player so easily. I get the urge to stop at a convenience store on the way back to my apartment. There's one I've been going to regularly for my nightly fix of sugar and caffeine. The store's blindingly bright signage is visible for more than a block away. Green capital letters spell out the store's name in English on a backdrop of white. Go Mart. Why is everything Mart? Did I miss something? Everything in America are copying like Western culture. Oh yes, it's this Mart! Like Walmart and the Quickie Mart. Alright, that's 2. Whatever. Blindingly light! Are you shitting me? It's like they're closing down. Oh my god, and you look like someone who'd slip drugs into my coffee. What the hell is that apron you're wearing? That is not a jacket you want to be wearing with that shirt, cheeky. Oh. Let's just get in and out of here really damn quickly. The door's familiar chime welcomes me, and the same clerk I've seen at least a dozen times before stands formally behind a cash register. No, he doesn't. He's standing in the middle of the room. He looks a bit old to be working still. Maybe he owns the place and doesn't have to help to work the night shift. It's probably that. Why did you not think of that? I see myself standing behind the counter in an unwanted mental image. It's a fate that could easily await me if I fail to make it as a professional gamer. I shake my head free of the thought and make my way to the refrigerated section of the store to fill my fists in cans and bottles. To fill my fists with, even. Some of the drinks may have strange names, but I'll be damned if they aren't good. I drop them on the counter in front of the old man and briefly make eye contact with him. He seems to recognize me, but doesn't say anything to indicate it. He brings up my drinks slowly. Send out a spelling mistake, god damn it! Not from age or calluses, but because he's in no great rush. The store's empty aside from me, after all. 6,001. 6,000? Okay. He said 1 and not yen. Is 1, like, smaller? You know how, like, you have pounds and pennies? Is it like that? Because if that is yen, and I don't know what I'm talking about, that's a lot, isn't it? 6,000? That's like $60 for drinks. The fuck are we buying? 2 cans of Red Bull? Huh, that's a joke for you. I swipe my credit card in the reader and depart with a polite smile, anxious to return to my apartment. The clerk returns the expression and watches me go without another word. What was the point of that scene? Tell me what the point of that scene was. Nothing happened. Oh, please don't tell me you're going on human reignition project on my ass. Oh god. The only top tier player I'm on speaking terms with is Excel, but how would I even approach the subject of getting him to leave his team for a new and untested one? Maybe it would be better for me to simply get a lead from him. If I can't manage that, then I'm left to scour local PC bangs and message boards on my own. Whatever, I'll figure this out tomorrow. Tomorrow, always tomorrow. Just do it. Or whatever that meme is.